200 years of George Washington was from the death of Crispus Attucks, right, which was 1776. But when we fought back in the war 1812, we reset they fucking clock. So Garvey get here with a whole fucking army. Show you. See, I like to show y'all better because I can show you better than I can tell you. Where the hell did it go? So when Garvey got here, he went to putting together armies. Look. Now look what I looked up. Group pictures. But when you look at the group pictures, all you see is soldiers in formation. All you see is soldiers. He wanted to tear these motherfuckers' ass up. But once he discovered why Du Bois wouldn't fight these motherfuckers back, right? Why he understand when Noble Drew Ali said that he put all the secrets out in the public domain. When Garvey get here and start going into these lodges, because he was a grand master of the Prince Hall Blue House Lodge. So while he's coming in here building these armies, go look him up. He had literally armies. He had the same equivalent as the FOI way back then, right? Now, he got infiltrated. And they look like this, but they ain't us. They them niggas that was standing in that picture with them high water ass pants on, looking like they done stole somebody's chicken and they hiding it up in that motherfucking building. That's who is doing this shit. Now, they own your Federal Reserve System. They own the FBI, the CIA. Those are not government agencies. Y'all think them government agencies. These are all private corporations that's under what's called an umbrella corporation known as the United States of America. That's not your government, but a fictitious entity masquerading as your government the whole fucking time, right? That don't got nothing to do with us. That Bible don't got nothing, religions don't got nothing to do with us. All of this shit is about learning. That's all it's about, learning. Who gonna learn enough to unlock these people's mind from this Bible trap, this Quran trap, this motherfucking dogma, the tradition, the teaching without no information so you make it up as you go? Who's gonna break us out of that shit, right? I ran across a sister on Instagram that was dropping some heavy jewels, and I posted her on my Instagram thread. I didn't even know that was a whole thing until I tried to share the post and it popped up on the thread and I shared it, and it's not on Instagram. I thought I was going to post it on my Instagram page, but next time I get on the show with the young elder, I'm going to play one of her videos because she's telling you the same thing. And this lady don't know me from Iraq and Iraq, right? So these people this script is played out straight out of Morals and Dogma, Albert Pike. The whole script that you watching is unfolding now at the fall of the Zionist Jews, right? First of all, who is a Zionist Jew? The Zionist is Sion. Scion was the word before they transliterated it into English as Zion. Scion is a old culture that comes from the Sinai Peninsula at the base of the Sinai Mountain. And it was a culture that was contemporary to Babylonian culture. This is where Ninursin ruled with what's known as the rites of sin. The sin rites makes you a sinner. When they preempted us with their blood rights, they Babylonian blood rights, they Babylonian money magic, and they Babylonian sex magic. The blood magic kept us in the Kali Yuga because the blood of the righteous shall not be spilled in vain, and they killed Crispus Attucks to trap us into this war for 200 years that we got to learn our way out of. We can't fight out with bullets, knives, machetes. Like, we would fuck them motherfuckers up. We was fucking them up already. But the conjure has rules that override the rules of the base warfare rules. So the rules of engagement becomes different. So when we start fighting back in 1812, it reset their clock. What happened in 2012? 200 years later, the Mayan clock miraculously came to an end. Think about that. You talking about some divine timing. The Mayan clock ended in 2012. The next day, they discovered something called the God particle. That's not no coincidence. They always knew about the God particle. They just wasn't finna tell you until it was time to reveal something different, a higher form of intelligence that we can operate from. The Higgs boson is just a tightly bound string light out of the string theory concept. It's more tightly bound than the rest of them. That's it. Because everything that you see is just frequencies and vibrations of light, a holographic projection from your mind into the 3D world. That's why the moon has the actual full map of the earth, right? Why is that? Because that's the projector, right? You can watch a movie through the lens of the projector. You can watch the movie through the lens of a projector. I gotta say that one more time. You can literally watch the movie from the lens of a projector. The only thing is gonna play backwards. That means you can actually see frontwards. So when you're looking at the moon and you thinking that those are just some strange gray colorations, when you do a layover of the Earth grid and the map, it fit perfectly. Just your holographic projection system tied to the Dark Knight satellite. This is a cleverly designed video game, and we talking about light years ahead of the technology we're using today. This ancient technology is still in play. The Dark Knight satellite been up there roughly 25,000 years or more. And some say 250,000, some say a couple of million. But however long it's been there, and however long the moon been there, because the moon ain't been there that goddamn long, we have Earth records of elders writing when the moon wasn't there, and then they start writing a different set of records when the moon got there. Why in the hell is this records changing if the moon is the original piece of our sky? And why I don't see the black light of Lilith? Lilith is a moon of Saturn, right? This when they always get to talk about being in my Saturn energy. They're not talking about the planet Saturn. Saturn is just the cloak. That's a dress. That's the skirt of the judges. Who's the fucking judge? Lilith. Who is Lilith? The Dark Mother. What's another name for the Dark Mother? Kali Ma. Mother Time. Prime Creator. Big Mama. Mama don't take no mess. Big Mama got her man shoes on. Big Mama got Big Papa gun. Y'all in trouble now. She finna bring all this shit to a close, and it's coming up soon. So the Garvey Knox came in, and I've been swimming, and I woke up early. I don't get up. Anybody know me know, now I'm not getting up before noon. Even if I wake up, I'm going back to bed. Because first of all, I'm not going to get to sleep till 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, because the witching hour going to be witching. And I'm going to be watching the witching hour do its witchery. right? So while I'm doing that, I can't sleep. But when I go to sleep, I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, it's some energy moving on a high level. And I need to know what it is. And when I got done going through the messages, it turns out Garvey was knocking like a motherfucker from the crossroads. And this shit's spooky than a motherfucker, but it's spooky good. Because he wants the people to know, because there's a lot of people that is under the wrong impression about Garveyism in the Back to Africa movement. Remember, you can mentally go somewhere without physically being there. It's a mentality. I told you it was Black Root Science. Garvey needed us to get the Black Root Science. What's that? The science of nine ether. Baba gave us the nine ether science in part. Afro Unu gave us another part behind the sacred 8-ball. The Holy Pibi is another part. The sacred parchment scroll of Black supremacy is another part. This all part of what they call ancient Ethiopian or ether utopian doctrines of resurrecting dead gods. That's all it is. You know, it's just the science that when you get trapped in the Conjure War, what do you need to know to break free?